Hey, this one is going to be cause some people a little bit of ire, but I don't mean for it to do that at all. Obviously, I just want to lay this out there. I've got a few minutes to spare. I'm waiting for my daughter to pick up her laptop. Freaking this and that. Anyway, so my son said I should be doing this in the portrait style, the landscape style. Apparently, it works better that way. So I'll do it like that from now on. But this is one that I wanted to do for a while, but I haven't done it because I wanted, also afford it like a serious sort of slot, as it were, and also maybe even write down some of my thoughts so I get a slightly more cohesive version of where I'm at with things. Oh God, girls wear shorts so tight these days that you can actually see like all the fanny lips and that, so you won't be able to see from the other side, but okay, so the Christian thing is very serious, very, very serious. I was brought up Christian and had a lot of Bible study. In fact, when I was young, I told the preacher that the earth is flat. No, the Bible says that the earth is flat. That's what I told the preacher. And that my science teacher was right. It's not flat. So I went that way. But, I spent my whole life strongly atheist, and then, this happens, this whole flat earth and the DMT experience and so on, and I realized that it's nothing's true. So I did go back to the Bible, actually. The truth is, I went back to the Bible. And then I kind of realized that the Bible was good, but it also had a lot of stuff in it that didn't seem so, still seemed so much from the control systems version of things. So I let that slide. I realized that wasn't really right. But I didn't disconnect from the title of Christian, because I have realized that there is a story for us in the Christ story, and the same in the Muhammad story, but my experience is more specifically of the Christ story. And I try and live my life with sort of what they would call our Christian ideals and so on, for sure, but I don't think you need a book to give you a morality. I think that once you have your senses about you, your wits about you, then you have a morality and a code that's maybe not perfect, but it's certainly enough to be getting on with, and you're not likely to be messing with other people. It didn't really bother me so much about not, whether I was Christian or not or whatever. It was like, whatever, it's just a title. But, the more time I spend down at Speaker's Corner, and the more I realize that, hey mate, my eyesight's not so good, so reading the screen is not a good idea for me right now. The more I spend time down at, and this isn't predicated, I must just quickly stress that this is not predicated by me having been down to Speaker's Corner a few times. This is something that I've come to over quite a long spell now, and I realized that I was a Christian soldier, and we were taught a song to sing on with Christian soldiers. And actually, when you choose that, as a kind of dogma, as a method, as a means, as a way, then you're unchoosing everybody else and everything else, and that's what they want. They want you to unchoose the rest. Choose my side, unchoose the rest. And so this is obviously where I'm at a crossroads with Christianity, is that you can't ask me to choose one over another. And if I know that Christ is within you, within each of us, then there is no them and us. There is no in-group and out-group. At the moment, it's just people who know and people who don't know the truth about our divinity and how awesome we are. So, but now, as I say, I'm going down to Speaker's Corner, and I'm seeing all these Muslim dudes, a lot of Muslim dudes, man. Wow. And they are, righteous and rightfully kind of indoctrinated into, or in a belief system that they totally want to cling to. And there's some big people around. we are not well, we are not healthy anymore. I hope this doesn't seem rude, but that's quite a lot of person right there, right? That's a lot of one person. Anyway, I think that you know, if I'm talking to these Muslim dudes and going, oh well, you know, we're all one and it's the Christ consciousness and so on, it's like, and I'm coming at it from a Christian point in view, know thyself. Anyway, here's my young lady.